Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today at the crossroads of transformation. I stand before you today with a fire in my soul and a message in my heart that cannot wait another moment. 2025 is the year of boldness, of taking ownership of our lives, and of walking into our power like never before. It's time we stop apologizing for being strong, for being ambitious, for being unapologetically us. It's time for us to stop being the nice girl and start being the unstoppable force we were always meant to be. For far too long, society has told us to be smaller, to take less space, to keep quiet, to be soft and sweet and easy to please. But the time has come for us to shed that old narrative, to shed the old version of ourselves that dimmed our light to make others comfortable. In 2025, we're done with that. In 2025, we're stepping into our full power. No more holding back, no more shrinking, no more playing it safe, no more making excuses for why we can't or shouldn't do the things that set our hearts on fire. It's time to rise up and claim what's ours. You are not here by accident. You were born to break barriers, to rewrite the rules, and to leave a legacy that will echo for generations. Understand this. Every single one of you has greatness within you. It's time to believe in that greatness, to see it, to own it. You are not here to play small, to tiptoe through life hoping not to offend anyone. You are here to rise, to roar, to shine your light so brightly that the world can't ignore you. You are here to make waves, to create change, and to inspire others to do the same. We've all been told that we need to be nice. We've been taught that being kind and accommodating is the key to success. But I'm here to tell you today that niceness is not enough anymore. Niceness won't change the world. Niceness won't make your dreams come true. Niceness won't put you at the top of the mountain achieving the impossible. What will? Boldness, confidence, courage. You have within you everything you need to rise to the occasion. The gifts, the talents, the vision, they're already inside you waiting to be unleashed. But it's up to you to take that first step. It's up to you to stop waiting for permission to shine. The world is waiting for you to show up in all your glory, and the time is now. Imagine for a moment the person you would become if you were no longer afraid of being bold. If you stopped caring what people thought. If you showed up every single day with the intention to live out your purpose. What could you achieve? Who could you inspire? The power to create that future is in your hands right now. I want you to know this. You are not just capable of success. You are deserving of it. The world will try to tell you that you need to shrink, that you need to apologize for your ambition, for your brilliance, but do not listen. You are made to stand out, to take up space, and to lead with grace, courage, and fire. In 2025, we are not asking for permission. We are not waiting for someone else to validate our worth. We are walking in our purpose, unwavering, unstoppable, unbreakable. When the world tries to knock us down, we rise. When they try to silence us, we speak louder. When they try to push us aside, we stand firm and say, I am here and I am enough. So I ask you today, are you ready? Are you ready to stop being the nice girl and start being the powerful woman you were always meant to be? The world is waiting. Your future is waiting. Your destiny is calling you. And all you have to do is say yes. 2025 is your year. Step into it with boldness. Step into it with confidence. Step into it with grace. And never look back. In 2025, we are entering a new era. An era where empowerment isn't just a word we say, but a force that courses through our veins, driving us forward, transforming us into the powerful individuals we were always meant to be. It's time for us to stop hiding behind the facade of the nice girl and embrace the full force of our potential. We are not here to tiptoe through life apologizing for who we are, for how big we dream, or for the space we take up. It's time to break free from those chains and walk boldly into the future we deserve. When I talk about empowerment, I'm talking about more than just confidence or strength. Empowerment is about taking back control over your life. It's about choosing not to let anyone define your worth, your potential, or your dreams. Empowerment is recognizing that you are the author of your own story. And the time has come to rewrite the narrative. No longer will we play by outdated rules or live by someone else's standards. The world will no longer be able to dictate our path or limit our possibilities. We are the creators of our own destiny, and it's time to take ownership. For too long, women have been told that to succeed, they must be kind, polite, agreeable, nice. But let me tell you something. Being nice is not a ticket to success. It's not the key to living your best life, to stepping into your greatness. Being nice is about pleasing others at the cost of your own voice. It's about fitting in, not standing out. And if we want to change the world, if we want to achieve the impossible, if we want to leave a lasting legacy, we can't afford to play small anymore. Empowerment comes when you stop seeking permission to be who you are. It happens when you stop apologizing for taking up space and start owning your worth. When you're empowered, you walk into every room knowing that you belong there. You no longer shrink to make others comfortable, but instead, you let your light shine unapologetically for the world to see. This is not about arrogance. It's about confidence. It's about understanding that you are enough. And you've always been enough. The world doesn't need a nice girl who hides her power. The world needs a woman who walks in her purpose, unafraid and unapologetic. Empowerment also means taking action. It means that when you have a dream, you don't wait for it to come to you. You go after it with everything you've got. No more hesitation. No more second guessing. No more wondering if you're good enough or if you're capable. You are capable. You are worthy. And the time to act is now. You must decide to rise, not because someone tells you to, but because you know you have what it takes to reach your highest potential. But I know it's not always easy. I know that many of us have been conditioned to believe that in order to succeed, we have to be liked, that our worth is tied to others' approval. We've been taught to be quiet, to blend in, to take a backseat while others take the lead. But no more. 2025 is the year we break free from this limiting belief. Empowerment means reclaiming our voice. It means owning our power and saying, I am here, I am worthy, and I will not let anyone or anything hold me back. So I'm asking you right here, right now, are you ready to take your power back? Are you ready to stop being the nice girl who always puts others first? Are you ready to show up fully as the woman you were always destined to be? Because the world is waiting for you. Your dreams are waiting for you. You have a purpose to fulfill, and no one can do it but you. Let me tell you this, empowerment is not a one-time event. It's a decision you make every single day. Every time you choose to stand up for yourself, to say no when you need to chase your dreams with everything in you, you empower yourself. It's about making the decision to rise above the noise, to reject the limiting beliefs that have held you back for so long, and to walk into your destiny with boldness and unwavering confidence. So in 2025, let's rise together. Let's empower ourselves to live out our fullest potential. Let's be unapologetically bold, confidently ambitious, and fiercely determined. We are not just here to be nice. We are here to change the world. And it starts with the empowerment we choose to embrace today. The time is now. Let's go. In 2025, it's time to stop living in the shadows of hesitation and fear. It's time to step into the light of boldness, because being bold is the key to unlocking the life you've always dreamed of. No more waiting for the perfect moment. No more questioning whether you're capable. No more shrinking yourself to make others feel comfortable. It's time to unleash your boldness, because you were born for greatness. Boldness isn't just about taking risks or being loud and outspoken. Boldness is a mindset. Boldness is the courage to stand tall even when the world tells you to sit down. Boldness is the strength to rise after failure, to keep going when others doubt you, to keep pursuing your purpose when obstacles try to block your path. Boldness is not a trait you're born with. It's a choice you make every single day. And it's a choice that will transform your life in ways you never imagined. Let me remind you of something. There's no room in 2025 for the nice girl who hides behind the fear of being judged, who plays small to make others feel better about themselves. The time has come for you to step into your power, to show up fully as the woman you are, and to embrace the boldness that resides deep within you. You've been holding back for far too long, playing by the rules, saying yes when you should have said no, and holding your dreams close to your heart, but not taking the action to bring them to life. But now it's time to stop playing by someone else's script. It's time to start writing your own story with boldness at the center. I'm not talking about being reckless or making decisions without thought. I'm talking about the boldness to believe in yourself when no one else does. The boldness to follow your heart even when the world tells you it's too risky, too big, too much. Boldness is about trusting your gut, leaning into the uncomfortable, and choosing to move forward even when you're afraid. Do you understand the power that lies within you? Boldness isn't just a characteristic you admire in others. It's something you can cultivate within yourself. It's the courage to set boundaries, to speak your truth, to stop apologizing for your ambition, for your drive, for your brilliance. Boldness is saying, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of, and I'm not going to shrink or hide for anyone. When you make that decision, everything begins to shift. I want you to hear this. You are not waiting for permission. You are not waiting for someone to give you the green light. You don't need anyone's approval to chase your dreams or to go after what's yours. You've already been given everything you need to succeed. It's time to stop doubting yourself. It's time to stop waiting for things to fall into place, because they won't until you step out in boldness. Boldness demands action. Boldness requires you to show up even when you're scared, even when it feels uncertain, and even when the road is unclear. Think about the women who have changed the world throughout history. Do you think they were always comfortable? Do you think they played it safe? No. They were bold, they faced obstacles, and they faced doubters, but they never let fear stop them from doing what they were called to do. They made bold choices, and that boldness carried them to places that only dreams are made of. Now it's your turn. Your future is waiting for you to show up, to be bold, and to take that first step. Your dreams are not too big for you. The life you desire is not out of reach. The only thing standing between you and your destiny is the boldness to act. You don't need anyone's approval to be great. You are already enough. And when you decide to take bold steps towards your purpose, there's nothing that can stop you. In 2025, the world needs you to be bold. Your dreams need you to be bold. Your purpose needs you to be bold. And when you make that choice, there's no limit to the impact you can make. The time to step into your boldness is now. Let nothing hold you back. Step out, stand tall, and take your place in this world, boldly, unapologetically, fearlessly. In 2025, we are stepping into a new reality, a reality where confidence isn't just a trait, it's a force. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping that one day we'll feel ready. It's about making the decision to show up every single day in every single room with the unwavering belief that we belong. It's time to stop second-guessing ourselves, to stop looking for validation from others, and to start trusting in the power that already exists within us. Confidence is not something you are given, it's something you choose, and in 2025, we are choosing confidence. For too long, women have been told that in order to be liked, to be successful, to be worthy, we must shrink ourselves. We've been told to be quiet, to be modest, to make ourselves small enough so that everyone around us feels comfortable. But what if I told you that the world doesn't need you to be small? What if I told you that the world is waiting for you to show up as the bold, confident, unapologetic force that you are? That's what 2025 is about. It's about letting go of the old narrative that says we have to dim our light and stepping into the truth that the world needs your light to shine brightly. Confidence starts with believing in yourself, even when others don't. Confidence is about knowing that you are worthy of your dreams, that you are deserving of success, that you don't have to prove your worth to anyone. Confidence is about walking into any situation, no matter how big or intimidating, and knowing that you are enough. It's the inner strength that allows you to stand tall in the face of adversity, to keep going when the road gets tough, and to believe in your own abilities, even when others doubt you. But here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It doesn't come from having everything figured out. It doesn't come from waiting for the world to give you permission to step into your power. Confidence comes from the daily practice of showing up, even when you're scared, even when you're unsure. Confidence is built by the small steps you take, the risks you take, the moments when you choose to trust yourself instead of doubting yourself. Every time you make the decision to stand tall, to speak your truth, to go after what you want, you are building your confidence. We're so often conditioned to seek external validation. We look for approval, for praise, for recognition from others. But what happens when we stop looking outside ourselves for affirmation and start looking within? What happens when we begin to recognize that our worth doesn't depend on anyone's opinion but our own? That's when true confidence is born. When you stop waiting for permission to be great, when you stop waiting for someone to tell you that you're good enough, that's when you begin to walk in your full power. Let me tell you something. Confidence is not about being arrogant. It's not about thinking you're better than others. It's about knowing that you are enough just as you are. It's about recognizing that your dreams are valid, that your voice matters, and that your purpose is greater than any fear or doubt that tries to hold you back. Confidence is the belief that you can and will achieve everything you've set your mind to. In 2025, we are done playing small. We are done holding ourselves back out of fear, of rejection, of failure, of not being good enough. It's time to believe with every fiber of your being that you are capable, you are worthy, and you are ready for everything that is coming your way. You don't need anyone's approval to pursue your dreams. You don't need anyone's permission to be successful. You have everything you need inside of you to step into your purpose. And it's time to trust that. Confidence is the foundation upon which you will build the life you've always dreamed of. It's the energy that will carry you through the tough times, the doubts, and the setbacks. It's what will propel you forward when the world tells you to stop. And let me tell you something, the world will try to stop you. People will doubt you. People will criticize you. But when you have confidence, none of that will matter, because you will know deep down in your soul that you are worthy of success, that you are capable of achieving your dreams, and that nothing and no one can hold you back. So I'm asking you today, are you ready to step into your confidence? Are you ready to stop holding back and start showing the world who you really are? Are you ready to take your place unapologetically and walk into your purpose with courage and belief? Because 2025 is your year. It's time to rise. It's time to trust yourself. It's time to step into the confident, unstoppable woman you were always meant to be. And when you do, nothing will be able to stop you. In 2025, we are not just looking for change, we are calling for transformation. Transformation is the kind of shift that comes from within, the kind of revolution that redefines everything you thought you knew about yourself and the world around you. It's time to stop being the nice girl, the one who bends and conforms, the one who hides her true power to make others comfortable. It's time to embrace transformation on every level, from your heart to your mind to your actions. Transformation means letting go of everything that no longer serves you and stepping boldly into the woman you were always meant to become. Understand this, transformation is not easy. It's not comfortable, and it doesn't always feel like a smooth, straightforward journey. But it is always worth it. Transformation requires courage. It demands strength, and it calls for you to embrace discomfort as a sign of growth. You can't stay where you are and expect things to change. Transformation requires you to make bold decisions, to leave behind the habits, the fears, the doubts, and the limiting beliefs that have held you back for far too long. It calls you to rise up and say, I will no longer be the person I once was. I will become the woman I was always meant to be. Let me tell you this, your greatness has been inside you all along. You've always had the potential, but sometimes it gets buried under layers of fear, insecurity, and the need for approval. Transformation is the process of peeling back those layers and uncovering the true power that resides within you. It's about shedding the skin of the nice girl who plays small and fits into boxes that others have created for her, and stepping into the woman who knows her worth, who knows her purpose, and who walks with the confidence that she can achieve anything she sets her mind to. But here's the thing, transformation doesn't just happen because you want it. It happens when you make a decision. Transformation is a choice. You have to choose it every single day. You have to choose to let go of the past. You have to choose to stop apologizing for your dreams and stop dimming your light to make others feel comfortable. You have to choose to step into your greatness even when it's uncomfortable, even when the road ahead is uncertain, and even when others don't believe in you. Because when you choose transformation, you are choosing to believe in yourself more than anyone else ever could. The world has taught us to be nice, to be quiet, to fit in, to make everyone around us comfortable, even at the expense of our own desires. But transformation calls you to break free from that. It calls you to own your voice, your dreams, and your unique path. It calls you to speak your truth, to trust in your instincts, and to stand firm in your purpose. You cannot transform if you are still trying to be everything for everyone. Transformation requires you to get crystal clear on who you are and what you want. It demands that you stop settling for less than you deserve and stop waiting for someone else to give you permission to live the life you are capable of creating. When you transform, you begin to see the world through new eyes. You begin to understand that your worth isn't determined by others' opinions or by how much you can please them. You understand that you have the power to shape your own reality. You realize that you are not the victim of circumstances, you are the creator of your life. And when you step into that mindset, there is nothing that can stop you. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with every small step, you become more of the person you were always meant to be. You become the woman who no longer asks for permission, the woman who shows up unapologetically, the woman who walks with purpose and confidence, and that woman is unstoppable. So I ask you right now to look within. Are you ready to transform? Are you ready to shed the old version of yourself and step into the power, the purpose, and the potential that has been waiting for you all along? Are you ready to stop being the nice girl who hides her light and start being the woman who lights up the world with her brilliance? The time for transformation is now. It's time to stop waiting for a change to happen outside of you. The change starts within. The change starts with you. And when you embrace it fully, the world will never be the same. The woman you are becoming is ready to rise. Let her soar. In 2025, the time has come to tap into a force within you that is truly unstoppable. For too long, women have been told to play nice, to hold back, to stay quiet, to apologize for taking up space. But those days are over. The nice girl era has ended, and it's time for you to rise up as the woman who cannot be held back. No more second guessing. No more doubting your worth. No more letting fear stand in the way of your dreams. You are unstoppable. And it's time to start living like it. Understand this. When you choose to be unstoppable, you choose to stop waiting for someone else to give you permission. You stop waiting for the perfect moment or for everything to align just right. You start taking action even when it's messy, even when it's scary, even when the road ahead feels uncertain. Because the truth is, the road is never going to be perfect. The conditions will never be ideal, but when you decide that nothing can stop you, you refuse to let anything get in the way of your destiny. What does it mean to be unstoppable? It means you keep moving forward even when the world tries to knock you down. It means you are relentless in your pursuit of your dreams, regardless of how many times you've been told no, regardless of how many people have doubted you or tried to discourage you. It means you rise every time you fall, you keep going every time you stumble, and you keep believing in yourself even when everyone around you seems to doubt you. When you're unstoppable, failure becomes just another lesson, another stepping stone on the path to your greatness. It doesn't define you, it refines you. Being unstoppable doesn't mean you're immune to challenges or setbacks. It doesn't mean that you'll never face disappointment, fear, or failure. But what it does mean is that you will face those things head on. You will face the challenges and you will use them as fuel to move forward. You will let fear of failure paralyze you. You will learn to fail forward. You will learn that every setback is an opportunity for a greater comeback. The moment you decide to become unstoppable is the moment you refuse to let anything stand in your way, no matter how big or how small. There's something so powerful about a woman who refuses to be stopped. She is the woman who shows up for herself, who believes in herself, and who moves forward with the unwavering belief that nothing is impossible. When you become unstoppable, you stop caring about what others think. You stop living for approval. You stop shrinking yourself to make others feel comfortable. In 2025, courage is not just something we hope for. It's something we choose, something we live out every single day. For far too long, many of us have played it safe, holding ourselves back from stepping into the fullness of who we are meant to be. We've held on to the nice girl narrative, the one that says we should play small, stay quiet, avoid conflict, and keep our dreams to ourselves. But that's not the story we're writing anymore. We are rewriting our narrative, and in this new chapter, courage is the foundation. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's not about having the confidence to walk into every room without hesitation or doubt. No, courage is about moving forward even when the fear is present. It's about taking that first step even when your heart is pounding in your chest, even when your mind is filled with doubt. Courage is trusting that even when the road ahead is unclear, even when the obstacles seem insurmountable, you have everything you need to move forward. And it's time to stop waiting for the fear to disappear before you take action. In 2025, you will make the bold choice to act despite your fear. Let's get clear on something. Being courageous doesn't mean you're fearless. It means you refuse to let fear control you. It means you stop allowing fear to dictate your choices, and instead you decide that your dreams, your purpose, and your destiny are worth the risk. Courage is knowing that the path to greatness is rarely easy and still choosing to walk it. Courage is waking up every morning, even when you're afraid, and deciding that you are worthy of your dreams. That your vision for your life is bigger than any fear that might try to hold you back. If you've been living your life based on the nice girl rules, pleasing others, shrinking your dreams, dimming your light, then it's time to break free. It's time to step into the courage to be yourself, to speak your truth, and to go after what you've always desired. This world doesn't need any more women who are willing to play it safe. The world needs women who are bold, brave, and willing to take risks. You don't need permission from anyone to pursue your dreams. You don't need to wait for the perfect conditions to take that first step. Courage is about deciding that you are enough right now, that you are worthy of everything you've been too afraid to go after. You see, courage is the fuel that propels you forward. It's the inner strength that pushes you to keep going even when the odds are stacked against you. It's the willingness to step into the unknown, to embrace uncertainty, and to trust that even in the midst of challenges, you are being guided to something greater. It's about knowing that your purpose is bigger than the fear you feel. And when you tap into that courage, you realize that there is nothing that can stop you from achieving the life you've always dreamed of. But here's the catch. Courage isn't a one-time thing. It's a decision you make over and over again. It's choosing to stand up for yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. It's choosing to be unapologetically ambitious, even when others question you. It's choosing to say no to things that no longer serve you, even when you fear letting people down. It's choosing to believe in yourself even when no one else does. Courage is showing up for yourself every single day, even when you feel like quitting. Because when you make the decision to be courageous, you give yourself the power to transform your life. When you stop playing by the rules that others have set for you, when you stop waiting for the world to tell you that it's okay to shine, when you make the courageous choice to be yourself unapologetically, you step into a power that cannot be taken from you. And let me tell you, that kind of power is unstoppable. When you choose courage, you break through the barriers that have been holding you back for far too long. You stop waiting for someone else to give you permission to step into your greatness, and you start living like you already have everything you need to succeed. Courage is the foundation upon which transformation is built. It's the spark that ignites the fire of change within us. Without courage, we remain stagnant, held captive by the fears and doubts that have kept us bound in the past. We allow ourselves to be paralyzed by the fear of what could go wrong, by the uncertainty of the unknown, and by the possibility of failure. But let me tell you something today. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the willingness to move forward in spite of it. It's about stepping into the unknown, even when every part of you wants to turn back. When you choose courage, you are not just deciding to face your fears. You are deciding to rise above them. You are choosing to believe that the life you've been dreaming of is not just a fantasy, it's your destiny. And the first step toward that destiny is always the hardest. The first step is where the doubt is the loudest, where the fear feels overwhelming, and where you might question whether it's all worth it. But once you take that first step, something incredible happens. The fear doesn't magically disappear, but it becomes quieter, less intense. And then you take another step and another. And before you know it, you are moving forward with a confidence that was born from your courage, one step at a time. You see, the real power of courage lies not in its ability to eliminate fear, but in its ability to push us through it. Each courageous action you take, no matter how small, builds momentum, and momentum is a powerful thing. Once you begin to move, it becomes easier to keep moving. With each action, you begin to see that the obstacles you once feared are not as insurmountable as you thought. In fact, you start to realize that your dreams are more attainable than you ever believed. Courage leads to action, and action leads to change. And with that change comes the transformation you've been longing for. Now, I know that the idea of embracing courage can be intimidating. We've all been conditioned to be cautious, to avoid risks, to play it safe. Society tells us that we should wait for the perfect moment to take action, that we should wait until everything aligns perfectly before we make our move. But the truth is, the perfect moment never comes. The conditions are never going to be just right. If you wait for the perfect conditions to make your move, you will be waiting forever. That's why courage is so important. It's about acting despite the uncertainty, despite the fear, despite the lack of guarantees. It's about trusting that the very act of taking the first step will pave the way for the next.